Greetings, this is K8BF and my name is Bob. It looks like I might be filling in here this evening, so here we go. This is, welcome to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net here on the K8IV repeater system. I'll be using the club call K8BF for the net. This repeater also accepts inputs from EchoLink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater receiver is located in Sugarbush Knolls using a PL tone of 118.8 plus EchoLink through the K8BF-L EchoLink node. I will be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into this net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS to check in and say hello. Everyone is welcome. PCARS meets on the second Monday of each month at 7 p.m. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. The post is located at 1945 Mogador Road. We look forward to seeing you there. The PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet on the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for EchoLink check-ins since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give your call sign, name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware that the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout. Okay, first we're going to take EchoLink check-ins and only EchoLink. So I have EchoLink up here, and I'm just going to go straight down the list. And we're going to start off with WB8OVQ, Bob at Uniontown. How are you this evening, Bob?
This is Bob, WB8OVQ in Uniontown. Really don't have too much. Had a good time at the meeting. And, excuse me. And this cold weather is, I'm ready for a tent. Luckily we haven't gotten much snow down here. I haven't had to plow out the driveway, but I'm waiting for it to warm up again. And hello, Jenny. And back to the net.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, over here in Sugarbush Knolls, we didn't get that much snow yet, and so I'm glad. I drove up to Chard today, and let me tell you, they got the snow. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to Tim, W8GPN. How are you tonight, Tim?
Whiskey, Go Papa November. How's everybody out there tonight? I know it was a cold day. Only thing I'm in Kent, Ohio, by the way. We got about, 4 or 5 inches. I plowed my driveway out, and then I worked in my kitchen all day, made about 3 gallons of beef barley vegetable soup, and I made a loaf of bread. So that's what I had for dinner tonight. And that's about it, just trying to stay warm. Hope everybody has a good evening. And it'd be nice to hear how the weather is on the East Coast and the West Coast with Ray and Gary So anyway, 73 back to K8BF 73.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Tim, and sounds like you had some good, hearty, feel-good food in there, comfort food. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so speaking of the East Coast, let's go to Gary at Eatontown, WB2RPW. Please go ahead with your comments, Gary.
K8BF in the group, WB2RPW, Gary in Eatontown. Very good evening to everybody on the net, and say hello to Jenny. And it's in the 30s over here, guys, and the thermometer is dropping. They're looking at, 20s tomorrow, so it's supposed to get pretty frigid. And as far as I'm concerned, I had my left cataract taken care of on Monday, so taking lots of drops and watching that heal, and have to go back in a couple weeks. But and nothing going on radio-wise, so that's what's new. WB2RPW back to net.
Well, thanks as always for joining us tonight, Gary, and you have yourself a good weekend. Okay, so let's go back to, actually, I think I missed Ray. Let's go to Ray, AK6NS. Please go ahead, Ray.
Evening, this is Ray out in Auburn, California, AK6NS. Since Tim asked, he's apparently a glutton for punishment. We ticked along at about 62 degrees today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 64, so we're really suffering out here. What can I say? Gary, best of luck with the cataract recovery, and with that, I'll send it back to the net, AK6NS.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Ray, and it's nice to hear 60s. It hasn't been that long for us, but I'm sure it's going to be nice to see it again. Okay, so now we are going to go to WD8BIW, Carrot at Uniontown. Please go ahead with your comments.
Hi, this is Karen, WD8BIW in Uniontown. Yeah, but 60-degree weather sounds pretty good about now. I think I could use that. I want to say hi to Jenny. Yeah, I was out this morning and had a little bit of problem getting around, so I kind of just stayed in the rest of the day. And I think that's about all I have. And back to the net.
Very good. Well, thanks for joining us, Karen, and you have a good weekend. Okay, so now we are going to go to KE8RIQ, Sean, and I have you in Ravenna. If you're in someplace else, let me know.
This is Kilo Echo 8, Romeo into Quebec, Sean. Yep, still calling from Ravenna. Not much to the update. I've actually really been busy with work. Ended up transferring, so I'm on day shift hours now, which is great. So hopefully I could meet the club in person, and not stuck to the virtual meetings. But other than that, no real radio stuff, just been APRS lately, and that's the net.
Okay, very good. Thanks for joining us, Sean, and try to stay warm and be safe on the roads. Okay, so, boy, we got a lot going on EchoLink today here. So now we're going to go to W8HFZ, Tim in Uniontown.
Good evening, K8BF in the net from W8HFZ, as you said, in Uniontown. Not much for me either. Enjoyed my snow day today. Got a phone call. School was canceled just as I was getting ready to leave the house, so I'm glad they got to it in time. And turned my 4-day weekend into a 5-day weekend, which is nice. And got to play some radio today, working on my QRZ 250 award. And going to do that some more over the weekend. And I'm sorry I missed the meeting, but I will try to make the next one. So, and hi to Jenny. I'll turn it back over to Net Control, K8BF from W8HFZ 73.
Thank you, Tim. Have a good weekend. It's going to be my standard reply here. Okay, so I'm going to ideas real quick here before we get to Carl. So this is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night here. This is K8BF. And let's see, so let's go to Carl, W8KFW, and I have you in Ravenna.
Hello, W8KFW here. Hi, Jenny. How you doing? Well, what have I been doing? I've been messing around with the computer here a little bit and getting it ready, hooked up to the IC, or not the IC, let me get it right, FT 891. And that's going to go into the car for the winter for doing POTUS. So I'm getting all that stuff all together and running, and that's really about it over here. Just trying to keep warm. I did venture out earlier today to go to the grocery store, and that's about it. But just wanted to get in here, say hello, and have everybody have themselves a
Okay, Carl, you dropped there at the end there, and I'm not sure if you're done. It sounded like you were siding out, so just let me know.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, very good. Didn't mean to cut you off or anything like that. Okay, so now that we've got EchoLink done for now, we'll check back later and see if anybody else joins. So now I'm going to start asking for local RF check-ins that have announcements or news for the net. Please go ahead. Okay, we'll give another shot here. We are looking for RF check-ins with announcements or news for the net.
Hey, TOA.
Good evening, Greg. Go ahead.
Good evening, Bob, and thank you for running the net. Appreciate that. Let me say hi to Jenny. She's out there. Yeah, well, yeah, if you drove up to Chardon, yeah, we got about 10, 11 inches of snow here. I snow blowed about 12:30. I was out there for an hour. It quit snowing about 6 o'clock this evening, so that's good. But the temperature is dropping, Gary. We're down to around 12, and I think it's going to get a little colder. But they say it's going to be 32 tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right, break for time. All right, I don't have much note-wise, but I believe there is going to be a POTA operation at the club site this weekend, and I believe it is on Saturday. And I think there was a QST sent out about it. And also, that's about it for club news as far as I know. And everything's working out well. And I think Wednesday, there's going to be a field day captain. Captains for the stations. They'll be having a meeting for field day on next Wednesday. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have. Everybody stay warm, be safe. Glad I didn't have to go too far or go to work today or anything like that, so I was lucky. So with that, Bob, I'm going to turn it back to you, and 73s to everybody, and take care.
Very good, Greg. You try to stay warm out there, and hopefully you don't get too much snow. It's supposed to be nicer tomorrow, and then I guess gets bad again. Okay, do we have any other check-ins with announcements or news for the net? Please go ahead. Alrighty, not hearing anything. We're going to open it up to general RF check-ins. Please go ahead.
K8WCK, Rick in Shalersville.
Okay, I got Rick in Shalersville, and then I heard somebody double. Please go ahead, other station.
W8KNO, Joe in Hiram.
Gotcha, Joe. Have another check-in, please.
N8WCP, Mike in Rootstown.
Bob in Talmadge.
I got Mike, and I got NAQE Bob. Okay, let's go for one more.
Papa 4 Victor Zulu, Mike in Manuel.
Okay, I got you there, Mike. Okay, let's go up to the top of the list here. That filled up pretty quick, so let's go to KD8WCK. Rick, please go ahead.
K8BF on the net, this is KD8WCK. Thanks for running the net for us tonight. Sounds like we're having fun. Everybody's hunkered down by the radio because it's too cold to go out gallivanting. I picked my daughter up at the train station in the wee hours this morning, early in the snow. There was only about 4 inches of snow on the freeway. The highway speeds were about 50% of normal. But it was all right. The good news was there were not very many cars on the road, so I didn't have to worry about anybody but me most of the time. So, hope everybody's having a great week. Hi to Jenny, and let me send it back to you. This is KD8WCK.
Very good. Thanks for joining us, and I'm glad you had safe travels here today. Okay, so let's go to W8KNO, Joe and Hiram. Please go ahead, Joe.
Thank you, Bob, and good evening to Jenny when she checks in. I too, a big event today was the snow. Also played a little radio. And I'm like Greg, we had between 8 and 9 inches when I got up this morning, shoveled the path down to the mailbox around 9 o'clock so I could get our one piece of mail, and then I used it at 1 o'clock to haul the garbage cans out to the street, and by 4 o'clock it was completely filled in with the new snow and the blowing snow. So I don't know how many inches we have now. I'm going to stay inside and stay warm. And if my drive gets plowed and I can get out, I may come down to the Venice clubhouse on Saturday. So that's what I have, and everyone have a good time. W8KNO.
Thank you, Joe. I'm glad you got your 8 inches or so cleared out of your driveway. We don't have it that bad here. I want to say maybe we got maybe 3 inches total, but it's really soft, blowy stuff, so that's good. Okay, so now we're going to go to N8WCP, Mike at Rootstown.
All right, well, hey, good evening to Jenny and everybody else on the net. And again, thanks for running the net tonight. We certainly do appreciate that. Let's see, last night we had the PCARS FlexNet. We had a total of 6 participants. I thought it went pretty well. We were doing RIDI on 80 meters, so that was kind of interesting. And we'll now need to come up with another FlexNet idea for next month. Other than that, like everybody else, did a little snow blowing this evening. We didn't get a lot here in Ritztown, maybe 2-3 inches tops, but it's nice to get off. It is a little cold, but I see that the forecast is showing maybe a high of 30 tomorrow, so it's going to get a little better for us. I like the 62 I heard from the California station. I'm kind of envious of that, but we're stuck here in Ohio. Hey, so with that, I will say 73 to everybody, and everyone stay safe and have a great evening. N8WCP.
Oh, it's good to hear from you, Mike, and we'll hope you have a good weekend. So let's see, let's go to N8QE, Bob and Talmadge.
Good evening to you, Bob, and everybody on the net. Hi to Jenny. Of course, it's cold here in Talmadge as well. We had maybe 5 or 6 inches of snow on the ground. I had to run the snow blower a couple times, one in the morning and then one here late in the evening, and finally the snow has kind of quit. Want to say thank you to Mike. It was a very nice RTTY FlexNet yesterday. I really liked Mike's new FlexNet format. That really was fun, and I had a good time doing that. Of course, I'm looking forward to operating there at the PODE event on Saturday at the club site inside this year instead of cold as it has been for the last couple times when we tried to do this. And I want to compliment WB8 LCD and KB8 UUC for a great 20th anniversary certificate that I got at the club meeting on Monday. That was a really nice certificate, and it was a nice club meeting. That's it. N8QE, back to you.
Very good, Bob. Thanks for joining us, and you have a good weekend. And let's see here. Let's go to KP4, Victor Zulu. Mike, and are you at Ravenna this evening? I missed it.
I'm in Manway. Good evening to everyone. I'm going to tell you, I can see different on the weather. Last month in December, I was in the Caribbean in the 90 degrees, and today I have to take care of the snow, and it was like wind chill up like 5 degrees. Next Monday, the worst. Next Monday, they expect -1. With the wind chill to maybe -15, but we're getting ready for that. Let me say hi to Jenny. Hello, hola, and back to you, Net Control. This is Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu.
Thanks for joining us, Mike. You have a good weekend, and yep, we got some cold coming. Okay, so I'm going to ID the net here. So this is the Thursday night PCARS, Portage County Amateur Radio Service, Thursday night net, and we are K8BF. So let's go for some more RF check-ins. Please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Have a good weekend. And Ty Allison, I said hi.
Very good, Jenny. We got you in here. Another check-in, please.
WB8 LCD, Tom in Sugarbush Knolls.
Here in Ravenna, I'm just going to be in and out. Got a cold.
I'm sorry, station that's in Ravenna has a cold. It's not going to be joining us. Have your call again.
Kilo Delta 8 Oscar Bravo Alpha.
Gotcha. Very good. Okay, so then I got WB8 LCD in there. Tom, SBK, and let's go for another check-in.
Good evening. This is Whiskey Alpha 8, Uniform Whiskey Victor, Doug in Talmadge.
Okay, I got WA8, Uniform Whiskey Victor, and I missed your name, and you're in Talmadge.
Comments. It's so cold down here in the shack. I can barely think, can barely move. It's like 50 degrees. I've got the wood burner upstairs. Unfortunately, that tends to shut down the furnace, which means there's no heat coming to the radio shack in the basement. So it's kind of cold down here. In fact, I'll probably terminate my radio when I'm done talking here. Yeah, it's been cold. Like 11 degrees is what I saw on our thermometer. 11 degrees. That's cold. I was out there, tried to shovel part of the driveway, and I didn't get very far. Got one pass out to the mailbox, and then shoveled a little bit more up close to the garage. But it was too cold. Even with a heavy coat on and gloves and a couple of hats, it was still too cold out there. Wasn't generating enough heat by shoveling. Anyway, I'll say hi to Jenny, and we'll say have a good evening, everybody. K8BF. This is WA8UWV.
Well, thanks for joining us here tonight, Doug, and you stay warm there, and always, be careful when you're out there with the snow. It's when it's cold out like this, it doesn't take much to get yourself overexerted. Okay, so we're going to go up. We're going up to Tom, WB8LCD. Tom in Sugar Bush Knolls, please go ahead.
K8BF in the net. This is WB8LCD. Hey, Jenny, KD8LIR says she's sorry she forgot the check-in part. She was so excited about her high score she's getting here tonight. So we'll just let that go. Anyhow, yeah, I had a great time at the meeting Monday night too. Enjoyed the program, even though it wasn't as live as it was supposed to be. But life happens, and sometimes the other happens, I guess. So anyhow, looking forward to my retirement, and from ARRL anyhow. It's taken a while to get caught up on a whole number of things I've got to do around here, but it's working out good, and I'm hoping to get real active again in PCARS activities, and just looking forward to that. So I will see you all out there soon. WB8LCD, back to net.
Well, thanks as always for joining us, Tom, even though you're a regular, and congratulations on the retirement. And it's kind of good. I'm finally starting to get there myself with, what I'm going to do, even though I'm just semi-retired. I was retired, then I went to semi-retired, and so, but I'm getting myself some things to keep me going, just like, handling that stuff. So it's a good thing. And also, I forgot to say hello to Jenny. So, hi, Jenny. And okay, so this is the Thursday night PCARS, PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net, and this is K8BF. Let's have some more RF check-ins. Please call K8BF.
WD8DAU, Dan in Suffield.
Gotcha, Dan. Do we have another?
Number 8, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, N8, BAY, Ralph and Stowe. In and out tonight, Bob.
Gotcha. In and out there, Ralph. Okay, do we have another check-in? Okay, we're going to go to Dan. WD8DAU, Dan in Suffield. Please go ahead with your comments.
Okay, thanks for the check-in, and say hi to Jenny. I worked out in this stuff today, so it made for a long day. I'm thankful I have four-wheel drive and get President's Day off, so it's going to be a nice weekend for me. Back to net, WD8DAU.
Yes, four-wheel drive, heated seats, remote start. Gotta have it, Northeast Ohio. Okay, so let's go for another RF check-in. Please call K8BF.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Delta Quebec, Joe in Burnfield Township.
Okay, Joe, we'll just go ahead with your comments.
Well, kind of like Mike, I was down in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, so I was enjoying warm weather last week, a little family vacation. It was really enjoyable, and came home to this mess, and looking forward to spring at some point. Definitely enjoy the warm weather better than inches of snow. But, we do live in Ohio, so I accept it. Other than that, I'll say KF880Q, back to net.
Very good. Yeah, Mexico would be nice right now. My daughter just was down there last week, and so said it was very nice. Okay, so and also another thing, I've been checking out the Ham Live, and I was actually going to try to log along with everybody else. I got the the EchoLink people in there, but I'm not that good at typing and writing and stuff. But I'm going to keep practicing and get that going, because it's pretty nice about how you close it out and send you the email with a log. That's very cool. Okay, so let's go for an RF check-in. Please call K8BF. Okay, I haven't heard anything yet here, so I'm just going to go over the few announcements we have here. So Greg brought up that there is going to be a field day operators meeting, or managers, sorry about that, not sure, on Wednesday. So if you're involved with that, you have a meeting on Wednesday. And then also on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. we have the POTA event, the Support Your Parks POTA event, will be at the club, at the world headquarters in Ravenna, and it's going to be indoors, so sounds a little bit nice. Okay, do we have any other RF check-ins? Okay, hearing nothing else, I'll close this net. I'd like to thank everyone for taking time to check into this net. Your participation is very much appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank the K8IV repeater owner for allowing us to use a repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 73s to everyone. Hope to hear you again soon. K8BF is clear. Also, N8SKN is clear. 73s, everybody.